Hey guys, welcome to another video this evening. So today we're going to be talking about clauses. So before we get into the specific clauses that we're going to be discussing today, let's go over the definition of what a clause is, which is a group of words that contain a subject and a predicate. So we don't want to necessarily categorize clause as a sentence because when I say sentence, that kind of implies that it's going to be a complete thought. However, clause can be broken down into two categories. So let's tackle that definition one more time. A clause, a group of words that contain a subject and a predicate. So the things we want to note in this definition are the word subject and the word predicate. All right. Those are the key terms you guys need to take away from this lesson in order to determine whether a sentence is an independent clause or a dependent clause. So a subject is what the sentence is about. The subject will most likely, it'll be a noun, right? So if I say, I am going to the store, the word I am the subject of that sentence. A predicate is pretty much the rest of that sentence. So the predicate, in most cases, is the action of the sentence or what the subject is or is doing. If I say, I am thirsty is the predicate because that's saying that I need water. If I say I need water, needs water, I am the subject, needs water as a predicate. You see what I'm saying? So long as the rest of the sentence or the clause is the action, that's where the predicate is. So let's break down the difference between these two clauses, independent clauses and dependent clauses. And for the purpose of this learning video, I want you to think of independent clauses as adults and dependent clauses as kids, right? So independent clauses, they contain a complete thought, otherwise known as they can stand on their own and they don't need help. So if we think of independent clauses as adults can do anything they want, it can go anywhere they want. Dependent clauses, they don't convey a complete thought or idea, and they need help. Like children, they need help, and they can't always do the things that they want. Unlike adults, where they have more freedom, they're more independent. And kids are more dependent, meaning needing help from adults. So I want to make that analogy to kind of complete our line of thinking between independent clauses and dependent clauses and state like a formal difference, essentially. So let's take a look at these two examples. So we have I see, which is independent clauses, which is she loves going to the game. We know it's a complete sentence because it starts with a capital letter and it ends with a punctuation. But that's not always the biggest indicator. We have to read it out loud. She loves going to the game. It contains she, which is a subject, and loves going to the game. That's the complete predicate right there. So we have the subject and the predicate. Subject. Perfect. Alright. And this can stand alone because it's not an introduction to another thought, it's complete. DC, dependent clauses. Whenever they visit the beach, well, this is not complete because we're still waiting to hear about what happens when they like to go to the beach. So for example, it could be many things, right? We know it's not complete because we don't see the full picture. Whenever they visit the beach, but we're still waiting to hear, right? It could be anything. Like for example, whenever they visit the beach, they like to eat ice cream. That would be the complete thought right there. Whenever they visit the beach, they go swimming. See, you know it's a dependent clause because it's not complete and we have no idea what comes after this. Whenever they visit, and this in fact should be a comma. Whenever they visit the beach, blah, blah, blah will happen. All right. So before you guys tackle the task, I want you to take a look at what was discussed in this video and comment if you need help. Bye.